What up? Back by popular demand, the truck is back on the channel. Since you last seen it, we put some 38-inch tires on it, which fit without a lift. We don't have a lot of clearance there. And then up front for steering, added trim a little bit. So I would just take the Sawzall and trim the fender a little bit and just kept on trimming and kept on trimming. And now we have this, and it fit. Also, I finally added an air filter because I care a lot about this engine and I need it to run for many years into the future, and I want to take care of it. And before we were just sucking up dust and dirt and whatnot, so now we have an air filter. Also, I added a boost gauge because so far I've had no clue how much boost it's actually pushing with this bigger turbo. Okay, we're gonna do a little run to see how much boost we're actually pushing. She just wants a little bit, just a little bit. Oh, yeah. Alrighty. Do a hard pull right now. Hey! Dude, that's like 23 PSI. That's 23 PSI in the stock IDI. I should be adjusting. How is this thing not blowing up just on the turbo? Oh my goodness. Wow. Wow. So the main plan for today is, in the name of trying to keep the environment a little cleaner, we're going to actually put a full DPF emissions exhaust on this truck, which was an idea I've had for a little while. And one of y'all in the comments actually suggested that I do this, which I go to the comments to try to get inspiration for good ideas. Like, I'm relying on you guys for that. I can do the bad ideas on my own. So, but that's the plan for today, because my truck does smoke a little bit. In the last video on this channel where we were messing around with this truck, I ran gasoline through it. And some of y'all in the comments section didn't think we actually did it for real. So, just to prove it to you that I'm not scared to run gas through this truck, we are going to be dumping it right down its throat and see how it likes that. So we do actually have real gas. Oh. Okay, fire it up, Aaron. That's called a blown head gasket.
What is she done for?
You heard her still running. We turned it off with the key. That means she still has life to her. That's funny. Okay. Well, there you go. That's how far I'll go to prove a point, I guess.
Oh, dude, I didn't even have my foot on the gas that whole time. As soon as that started going, I took my foot off.
I thought you were flooring it.
No, dude, that was straight up. You just poured it in. It was doing it on its own. My foot was completely off.
All right, that's
Insane.
interesting. That's good stuff. Diesel power, keeping kids off gas. Ha! That didn't stop us today.
What's going on?
Did you just blow the head gasket? Big time.
Big time.
Yeah.
We got like a 20-to-1 compression ratio, so.
Did you see me dump pure gasoline down the
I tried to
intake?
jump off with the gas tank and I saw puking and coolant all over the place.
Yeah. It did that.
Well, there's oil dripping out. It didn't sound like a diesel for a second to me.
We made a head gasket disappear. But the way I see it, if we just keep on adding coolant, then we can keep running it. Okay. We have lots of coolant going to the exhaust system. And then yeah, coolant's running all the way through the system, through the turbo, and coming out of the exhaust right here.
Is there anything
Maybe.
in there?
Maybe that'll at least keep positive pressure from forcing itself into the cylinder, but I don't think that's gonna really solve our problems. Oil in the coolant system now.
I think she's good for a road trip.
Yeah. Take her cross country.
The nice thing is, now you don't have to mix. You can just add oil and coolant together without having to try and fill separate holes.
Yeah.
Just put it all in the same place.
So before you guys flood the comment section saying how I'm ungrateful and unappreciative of my truck, please understand I have a new engine, new frame, new axles, new everything to put this body onto. That's why I don't really care about this engine. It doesn't run that great anyways. And so it wasn't worth keeping it around. So this engine's going bye-bye. We're just having some fun sending it off in a blaze of glory. Well, it still runs, so we're just going to drain the rest of the coolant out right now because it's not holding coolant in the system anyways. And then we're going to pretend like that never happened and continue on with the day's plans. So we're still going to put a DPF on it. I think we'll go ahead and hook up a lot of weight to it to really bog it down and smoke out that DPF. Now with new trucks that have DPFs, they go through a regen cycle to where they dump a bunch of fuel in and get the exhaust system really hot, so it incinerates all the soot that's clogged up in there, so that it cleans it out. But for this truck, you may be wondering how we're going to clean it out once we clog it up. I too am wondering that, so we're just going to figure it out. Maybe the engine won't even run that long anyways, so.
Special guest. Big fan.
So I originally had this unicorn horn just like tacked on there really loose and it was all wobbly. So I completely redid all this. So I'll jump to a little montage here of me fabbing that up. So enjoy that little time lapse while I remove this and make room for the DPF. Alrighty.
She's sturdy.
I mean, the whole engine's rocking with it, so.
What was that?
Oh, what was what? Who we talking about?
I wonder if we're even legal height. Let's see. 14 feet even, that's good enough, right?
That's pretty good.
It's pretty tall. It's pretty tall. It might be too tall for residential, but
That's probably
we'll keep an eye out on the power lines and
pretty close to 169 inches.
yeah, probably just about that. Wait, where is 169? Well, dude, we're at 14 feet and right there, so 169.
Listen, I know my measurements.
Yeah.
Okay?
Thought you were just making jokes, but you're about dead on. So I added this little port so we can open it up and see what sort of smoke's coming out of it before it gets filtered. So we get a good idea of what's actually going into that filter.
Back a little bit. Money.
It's so quiet. No more smoke. Here's a big old heavy trailer. We'll hook that to the dolly and then that should be a pretty big load for it.
Keep her backing up, back and back and back. And got him.
Temp gauge is reading 260.
Holy.
Smoking pretty good, but DPF's doing his job, keeping it clean. Temp gauge is at 300. Alright, it's been sitting for a few minutes. The temp gauge still reads 280. So, see if it fires back up. Now we're definitely getting oil in the coolant system. This engine's all sorts of messed up. Still runs well.
Wow.
Wow!
The good old
See, this.
6.9.
Good old 6.9. It's actually 6.9 liters and 420 cubic inches. That's how it works out to. Ain't that the greatest thing ever? Well, the truck still just fires right up. So since it's still running, I guess you guys can expect some more videos of us trying to blow this engine up. And so thanks for watching, and please subscribe so you can follow along the rest of this truck's journey.